Hi YouTube, Shadow King Nazru, and I'm here with my review of Dragon Ball Daima, Episode 4. So, as we discussed last time, uh, due to Goku, Glorio, and Supreme Kai uh, unintentionally starting a fight at a pub, the people who got their butts kicked by Goku decided to steal Glorio's plane. So now they have to walk their way to the king of the third demon realm's castle or whatever. And while they're doing that, they're walking, and Goku asks, "Wouldn't it be faster if we just uh, flown here?" And Gloria basically explains, um, "No, that's not a good idea if you're not used to the demon realm, because the air is thinner than it is on Earth, and you could drain your stamina rather quickly. So it's better and more efficient to use a plane." Uh, so this is and actually done to like nerf things down and have a slower and deliberate pace. This is kind of like the reason why I've said that you can't really do the adventure aspects in later Dragon Ball like you did in early Dragon Ball, because I mean, like a lot of people want to say they want to get back to classic adventure Dragon Ball instead of like the typical more action heavy fights in Z and Super. But like I said, you can't. That's pretty much impossible because these characters can teleport, they can fly across planets in high speed. It pretty much destroys the whole point of the adventure and the immersion. But because the characters are nerfed, they not used to their environments, then now it's possible. But at the same time, it also kind of slows the pacing down, and some people might get a little bit impatient. So hopefully things will pick up in episode 5 and going forward. Eventually, they do go to this demon shop, this episode really does feel kind of like your typical RPG, where they come around this store, start learning more about the world, and get these nifty items. Uh, One that was in particular was these bugs that they sell. And they have a lot of unique abilities. One can restore your stamina and heal you a bit. So it's kind of like the Demon Realm's version of a Senzu. There's others for like healing for burns, scars, what have you. But one of them, this is the big one. One of them is called the Join Bug, and I think you guys can see where it's going. If you split the bug with a minimum of two, you will be able to fuse. So does this kind of mean that we're gonna get the Demon Realm's version of Vegito? Uh, I mean, an alternative fusion method outside of the Tar Rings, because they're not gonna make Gogeta, despite some people saying, "Oh, are we gonna get Gogeta in Dragon Ball Diamond?" Think, people, think. Gogeta didn't happen until after Dragon Ball Super Broly, which takes place years after Dragon Ball Daima. You haven't even met Beerus and Whis yet. So their only real option is to turn to like some alternative version of Vegito. So we'll probably get like we probably might get a mini Vegito. This also could potentially be uh used to get Supreme Kai and Kibito fused back into Kibito Kai again. But yeah, this is a I thought this was really interesting, and a lot of the other fans seem to be thinking this is interesting as well. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the next interesting thing of note was when Goku, Glorio, and Supreme Kai finally head to the next town, and it turns out that King Goma is, well, behaving like a tyrant. And he's decided to increase the taxes on the citizens uh, up to like 3 gold coins. And this is apparent. We don't know how the demon's currency would be compared to like Dragon Ball's current typical currency of Zenny, or like a real world currency, like an American currency. But it seems to be rather expensive for these commoners. And to say for every gold coin that you can't pay, you have to give up 3 years of your life. And they even have this machine where they can actually hook it up to your neck and suck the life out of you. And it kind of looks like a lava lamp. So definitely creative for on Akira Toriyama's part. And we even get to see it getting used on people who either don't have enough coins or don't have any coins at all. And it's kind of disturbing. Then, I mean, Goku's getting enraged by this whole situation and wants to fight, but Glorio and Supreme Kai don't think this is a good idea because it might draw the attention of Goma and his minions. But then the this masked character, who I believe the leak said was named the Masked Majin, uh, starts to interrupt the whole situation and was getting ready to rescue them. You know, basically acts like a Robin Hood character and throws a wasabi bomb, but it turns out to be a big dud, and she runs away before the guards can actually assault her. Goku steps in and saves the day by using the power pole. So yeah, it's good. And I gotta admit, this was pretty well done. If you were a fan of OG Dragon Ball, this is definitely gonna be a good sequence for you. Top notch to the writers and the animators on that. Very, very, very well done. Excuse me. Um, so now Goma's definitely going to know about Goku being in the demon realm and is going to try to handle the situation. How he fares about that, we'll have to see. But eventually, Goku, Glorio, Supreme Kai, and the girl escape, and the girl wants to talk to Goku and the gang. And we see that the next episode, according to the title, her name is Pansy. So all in all, I thought there were some interesting elements in this episode. I My complaint is that not all that much happens, and I feel like this pace is again a little bit slow. And apparently, we're going to get the first 3 episodes in English dub released in theaters of Dragon Ball Daima, but not all that much happens within the first 3 episodes in terms of like action. So, I mean, will like a streaming and a TV episodic pace, you can get away with that, but with like a movie, you want to uh, have as much action and amusement as possible to keep the audience engaged. Now, what I would have done was do the final 3 episodes and have like some sort of recap, explain the situation why we should get invested, and then the audience will know what the stakes are. They'll be have enough action with Goku and everyone fighting whoever the main antagonist is of this whole Daima story, and it will keep them engaged. All in all, I think this was a decent episode. I just wish there was more things in there that would be pique our interest and give us more discussing more. Because definitely the peak of the episode was talking about the fusion bug. I mean, there was also how they got into the town, which was basically the sky seed, which is basically just like a flower stalk being thrown by a catapult, and then they just before it's about to fall into the abyss, they had to jump off of it and land. Other than that, I can't really say there really wasn't much more to say. But you guys tell me, what did you think about this episode? Do you wish there was more big things happening, or are you satisfied with the pace and like the slow build? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll catch you mortals later.